Good morning, friends. Here we are, week 10 out of 10 on the Sun Salutation Challenge. Holy moly, what an adventure it's been. What a ride. Emotional, physical, spiritual. And here we are at our ultimate goal today. And I couldn't be more excited and grateful to be doing it with y'all. Literally, 108 Sun Salutations, y'all. Who is freaking with me? I am so stoked. Let's do this. Got a little quote to share this morning just to kick it off because it resonated when I was listening to a podcast earlier this week. And it was a quote from Henry Ford. And it goes, "If you believe you can, or you can't, either way, you're right." And this is a pretty powerful message because it is truly all about your vision and your determination and the fact that you believe in yourself and that you trust that you are capable of doing what you set your mind to. And if Henry Ford hadn't done that, we literally wouldn't be driving around what we know as our standard day automobiles. So I'm super grateful for that. But also, it's pretty wild that he didn't get this on the first time. And he really didn't get it on the second time. It took him a lot of times. He honestly lost a lot of his own money and investors' money. Had to round up all of his own funds again just to get things to fruition, to the true cars and everything that we know of today. So if it wasn't for his vision in himself and his belief in himself and his belief in the vision, things could be totally different today. And same with another famous inventor, Thomas Edison. Makes me laugh, but he literally failed just over 1,000 times trying to get the first light bulb to spark up. And his quote was, "Well, at least I found 1,000 ways that it didn't work." So, life is going to teach you a lot of lessons. The good, the bad, and sometimes the ugly. Hopefully less ugly for you these days. But ultimately, it's nothing but lessons. And the lessons that I hoped you gained from all of this experience and this challenge with me over this last 10 weeks is even if you didn't think you were capable of doing this or getting to where we are today, you made it, friend. I'm proud of you. You believed in yourself. And even if you still don't make it to the full 108, that's okay too. It's the fact that hopefully you pushed yourself a little harder than you did before. And you kept proving to yourself and you kept showing up because you believed in yourself, knowing that you are capable of great things. Without further ado, Bomber and I are going to get us started off on this challenge. So, like last week when we hit 100, we're going to be doing these in reps of 20. So there'll be 5 reps of 20 and then our final sequence of 8. In between each of those reps of 20, will be a little wiggle break, a little pose, whatever we need for our bodies and our minds. And then at the end, we're going to take a bit longer of a Shavasana and really appreciate it, settle into it, find gratitude for it, and for this whole practice, because this was a lot, and you deserve all the kudos. So, with that said, I'm going to turn on some jams, and we're going to start with a little bit of stretching, because this is a big one. If you don't have water by you, go get it. You're definitely going to want it and need it, and I'm really going to strongly encourage that you drink some water before your Shavasana. All right, my friends. So, game on. 108. All right, friends. Because we're going to feel this in our whole body today. Let's just stand here and rotate your neck around. Let's do 5 times in this direction. Now let's do 5 times in the opposite rotation. Okay, let's go ahead. Pulling my arms back, giving them a nice, good stretch, opening up my heart, opening up my rib cage. Head, arms up, top, reach it to each side. Create that lovely C shape in your side body. To the middle, to the other side, stretch. Really feel it. Back in the middle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. We all need it. Move your hips. Act like you're hula hooping, even though you ain't got a hoop. Both directions. Let's loosen up. Today's a big one, friends. Okay. Without further ado, let's frickin' do it. So, we're embarking on the first 20 of 108. Let's rise tall. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it out to a plank. And lower. Find your halfway lift. This might be cobra or upward dog. Downward dog. And shift it on back. Stand tall. And hands through the heart. Rise. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway rise. Downward dog. Take it back. Rise tall. Through the heart. Let's reach towards the sky. And reach back. Down to your toes. To your knees. Walk it out. And lower. Halfway rise. Downward dog. Take it on back. Stand tall. And through the heart. Rise. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it out to plank. Lower. Halfway rise. Downward dog. Take it back. Stand tall. And through the heart. Rise. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. There's been a lot going on in the world over the last 10 weeks since we started this challenge. Personally, professionally, politically, and in cultures and places all over the world. Use this time to find that gratitude for yourself and all of the things that are going well in your life. If you stay bogged down with everything that's challenging and hurtful and hard, you're going to stay bogged down. You have to push through. Sometimes that's pushing through pain on a physical level, and sometimes that's pushing through pain on an emotional level. No type of pain is easier to handle than another, and there will always be various degrees. But I really do feel it's learning how to cope with that pain and that heartache. It's going to get you into a better spot for your mind and soul. Yoga was this for me during some of my darkest moments in my life, and even during some of the brightest moments in my life. It helped me in so many ways, and I hope this practice helps you as well. It's been quite the journey to go on it with you all, and I couldn't be more happy and thankful. So, you're already almost at 10, friends. Let's rise tall and through the heart. Take it up. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway rise, keeping these elbows in. Downward dog. Take it back. Rise tall. Rear yard. Here we go for number 10. Reach. Toes. Knees with the flat back. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway rise. Downward dog. Shift it back. Rise tall. Through the heart. Take it up. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway rise. Downward dog. Shift it back. Rise tall. Through the heart. Take it up. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway rise. Downward dog. Shift back. Rise tall. Through the heart. Let's keep it up. Reach. Reach back. Down to your toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway rise. Downward. Take it back. Rise tall. Through your heart. Reach for the sky. Reach back with gratitude for your past. Reach for the floor. Gratitude for keeping grounded. To your knees. For yourself and your body. Walk it out. For all that got you here. All the good, the bad, the ugly. Because you're here still today. Shining your heart back in those places that need your love and attention the most. Connecting with your higher self. And bringing that self-love in. Let's bring it up. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway rise. Downward dog. Take it back. Stand tall. Through the heart. Rise. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway rise. Take it back. All the way back. Rise tall. Through the heart. Let's take it up. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway rise. Downward dog. Take it back. Rise tall. Through the heart. Take it up. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway rise. Downward dog. And shifting back. Rise tall. Through the heart. Take it up. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway rise. Downward dog. Take it back. Rise tall. Through the heart. Take it up. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway rise. Downward dog. Shift back. Stand tall. Through the heart. Here we go for 20. Reach. Down your toes. Knees. Walk it up. Lower. Halfway rise. Downward dog. Shift on back. Stand tall. Through your heart. Just under 20% there, my friends. Nice work. Let's go ahead. Let's lift up our left leg. Just bring it in, doing a little balance for a moment. Flexing your front left foot. Turn yourself into a little teapot. Hold it, find your happy staring point. Keep that dristy and soft focus. Bring your knee back in and lower. Do the other side. Remember, it's okay that both sides might not feel totally equal, but it's definitely always important to do both sides no matter what. Life is all about light and dark, ups and downs, pros and cons. You really can't have anything without duality. You really don't want a lopsided body. We're only caring for one side of it at a time. So be kind to your whole body. Just because we're doing a lot, I'm also going to take this stretch backwards. See the leg behind me, holding on. Just stretching out the front of my quad. Let's go ahead and do the same on this side. Really pull that stretch enough that you feel all the muscles on the front of your leg without overstraining or hurting. I like to kick back into my foot, or kick back my foot into my hand for a little extra challenge on the stability factor, but also it's just engaging the muscles in a different way. So, all right. Nice work, y'all. 20 down. 88 to go. Let's do this. Rise tall. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway rise. Downward. Take back. Rise tall. Through the heart. Let's take it up. Reach. Down to the toes. The knees. Walk it out. Lower with strength. Remember to be doing these poses all very intentionally. To the full expression, if even only for a second. But most importantly, remember to breathe through this process. Down into your heart. Fill ourselves up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale as you walk it out. Exhale as you lower. Inhale as you bring it up. Exhale as you shift back. Inhale as you shift all the way. Exhale as you rise. Big breath at the top. And bring it down through your heart. You're doing great. Let's rise and reach. Down to our toes. Knees. Walk it on out. And lower. Halfway rise. Shift back. And all the way. Let's rise tall. Through the heart. Take it up. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway rise. Downward dog. Take it back. Rise tall. Through your heart. Rise. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway rise. Downward dog. Shift it back. Stand tall. Through the heart. Take it up. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it out. Down. Halfway up. Downward dog. Shift it back. Rise tall. Through the heart. Even in moments of adversity and some of your greatest challenges, never lose sight of your accomplishments. Because often you need that reminder of how much shit you've been through to prove to you that you can make it through more. And sometimes, although it's not always a pleasant reminder, it can prove to you how big of a badass you really are, even in some of your toughest, hardest moments. Don't ever forget that sometimes there is not pleasure without pain. Not saying that we have to sign up for the pain, but saying that pain will come inevitably. Learning how to cope with it is a big deal. Whatever that practice looks like for you, I'm coping with your most challenging days. I commend you for taking the time, effort, and practice to do your best to get yourself in the best headspace as soon as possible. Because we all know the longer you linger in the dark depths, the harder it is to climb out of that hole. So I encourage you to try to fill yourself with light, even on the darkest days. Sometimes that's just doing a workout. Sometimes that's going for a walk. Sometimes that's just calling a friend. Sometimes it's just sitting down and being quiet and reading a dang book. That's all okay. Find your way. Walk it out. This is number 30. Lower. Halfway rise. Downward dog. And send it on back. Rise tall. And through the heart. Bring up. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway up. Downward. Take it back. Stand tall. Through the heart. Rise. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it up. Lower. Halfway. Downward. Take it back. Rise tall. Through the heart. Take it up. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it up. Lower. Halfway rise. Downward dog. Shift back and up. Through the heart. Rise tall. Reach. Down your toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway rise. Downward dog. Shift back. Stand tall. And through the heart. Taking it up for 35. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it up. Lower. Halfway. Downward dog. And shift. Stand tall. Through the heart. Take it up. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway rise. Downward. Take it back. Stand tall. Through the heart. Take it up. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway rise. Downward dog. Shift it back. Stand tall. Through the heart. Just reach your eyes. All the way down your toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway up. Downward. Shift it back. Stand tall. Through your heart. 2 more in this sequence. Take it down. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway up. Downward dog. Shift. Stand tall. Through the heart. Rise up for 40, y'all. Reach. Down to the toes. To the knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway rise. Downward dog. Shift it back. Stand tall. And through your heart. Nice work. Definitely doing good, y'all. Got a nice pace. Nice little burn. Touch of sweat. All that fun jazz. We're going to do tree pose. Let's go ahead. Pull this up. Find your happy spot. Safe on the knee. Preferably foot above it or below it. They say that technically now you can do it on it. Still don't support putting that kind of pressure on specific joints, especially if you've ever had knee issues, like myself. Be proud of your tall tree. Be proud of where you are now. All of the branches that have grown above. Don't forget those important roots that are beneath you, that stretch literally as wide as the canopy above. It's what keeps you from toppling over, even in the moments where the wind shakes you to your core. Without your roots, you would literally topple over. So remember to try to keep your inner world as above and below as peaceful as possible, so that when those challenging moments come, they don't blow you over anymore. And you're capable of swaying in the wind. You're capable of going with the flow and holding through the storm, because you have faith that you know you're going to be okay at the end of it. I really do think the more you believe in yourself, a lot easier life is in general. Alright, friends. Wisdom and wiggles. We're on to our next rep of 20. By the end of this one, we will be at 60. Let's take it up. Rise and reach. Down to the toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway up. Downward dog. Take it back. Stand tall. Power and grace. Through your heart with self-love and compassion. Take it up. Reach. Down to your toes. To your knees. Walk it on out. Lower. Sweet Yogi told me this beautiful quote. I've heard it a good bit since. But you grow through what you go through. Don't stay stagnant, no matter what. Constantly evolving, adapting, and growing. So choose to learn those lessons and accept that even if failures look like a fail, that they're really a success in disguise, as long as you learn something from it. Life's all about learning. You just gotta keep taking those lessons and applying them. That way you can try to continuously become the better version of yourself, day by day. Sorry, all, there's no overnight hacks or tricks that I can share, other than try to make every day a good day. To your knees, walk it out. You can pick and choose your battles and ask yourself in those moments of trouble, is this hardship gonna still be around in 5 years from now? And if it's not, don't give it as much of your energy as you once did, because you are worthy of happiness. Rise tall and reach. It's 45, y'all. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway up. Downward dog. Take it back. Rise tall. Curl your heart. First time I did 108 sun salutations was after leaving a very long, unhealthy relationship. And I literally needed to disappear into the woods and take care of my heart and soul. And this is what I needed. And it sure did bring me so much clarity. But it gave me self-respect, self-worth, self-value. Proved to myself, despite the exterior conditions, I knew that if I had the faith, that I was capable of accomplishing what seemed like the impossible. And prior to my first time doing 108, the most sun salutation that I had ever done in a row were 80. I know 28 more doesn't sound like that much, but it really did change some things mentally, physically, and spiritually inside of me that day. And I am so glad I've stayed with the practice. I've done the 108 challenge one other time when a friend put me on the spot. I went from doing yoga maybe twice a week to jumping straight into it, just saying balls out, let's go. While it was good, my body hurt. So this felt like more of the appropriate way to work other people up to this challenge, even if they feel like they were totally capable of jumping right into the full 108. And if that's what you did, game on. I am proud of you. I give you mad kudos. Because yeah, second time I did that, woo, it was not easy. But I hope that this progress and working yourself through it has helped you gain your confidence, strength, and stamina, and endurance for today's work. Rise tall through the heart. Reach it up and back, down to the toes, to the knees, and walking it up, lower, halfway rise, send it back, take it all the way back, stand tall, through the heart, here's 50, Almost at the halfway point. Down to your toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway. Downward dog. Shift back. Stand tall. Through the heart. Let's take it up. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway rise. Downward dog. Shift back. Stand tall. And through the heart. Take it up. Reach. Down to the toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway rise. Downward dog. Shift it back. Stand tall. Through the heart. Today's music is FKJ, which stands for French Kiwi Guy. Super fun jams. And this song in particular makes my heart happy because it's how much you mean to me. And I'm not making that an external thing about somebody else. I'm making this how much I mean to myself, how much it means to show up for my daily practices, how much it means to remain consistent and true to my values, my morals, and my ethics. And when things don't feel aligned, you ask tough questions. And sometimes you even have to make hard decisions to step away from things that once felt right. But really, you gotta support yourself first. It's the whole theory of the oxygen mask on a plane. You can't help anybody else until you've helped yourself first. Not saying it's easy. But I'm saying you have to be your number one cheerleader. You have to be your number one super fan. And you gotta have that belief in yourself before anything will ever get accomplished. Just like showing up today. I believe you believe in yourself that you're gonna get to 108 with me today. And I couldn't be more happy for you. And you proving yourself what a badass you are. Let's rise it up. Reach. Down to the toes. Means so much to me. Because it means so much to me. Halfway. Downward dog. Through your heart. Let's take it up. I need a few more in the sequence. Lower. Knees. And walk it out. Lower down. Halfway rise. Send it back. All the way back. Stand tall. Through the heart. Take it up. Reach. Toes. Knees with that flat back. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway. Downward dog. Send it back. Stand tall. Through the heart. 2 left. And then we'll be at 60. Take it on out. Lower. Halfway up. Downward dog. Shift back. Stand tall. Through the heart. Let's take it up for 60. You guys are now officially more than halfway there. You're doing amazing. I'm proud of y'all. Lower. Halfway rise. Downward dog. Shift it back. Stand tall. Through the heart. Nice work. Alright, y'all. Doing a little, one of my favorite sequences. So let's go ahead and step into Warrior 2. Bring your left foot forwards first. Straighten up, arms back. Look over your front middle fingers. Lean, really kind of dip down into that front leg more. Make sure your back leg is nice and in straight alignment with your shoulder and the rest of your body. When you're ready, keep your front leg as it is and reverse your warrior. From there, let's go ahead and shift down into side angle. Cartwheel up. Extend your front leg, making it nice and straight. Reach forwards with your front hand and drop it down for a Trikonasana. Back arm comes up. When you're ready, stand up. And bringing it to the front. Nice work. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Good, let's put that back leg, left leg back this time. Front leg forwards. Really bend that front knee generously. Back leg's nice and straight, in line with each other. Arms out. And get nice and comfy and deep into that front leg. Eyes over the front middle fingers. Making sure that back hand is nice and level. You're ready? Keep that front leg where it is and reverse your warrior. Let's go ahead and take it down for a side angle. Cartwheel up. Shift that front leg nice and straight. Reach forward and tip on down. Left hand up towards the sky for your triangle or Trikonasana. When you're ready, come back up and shift back to the mat. All right, y'all. Nice. Good work. Stretch the arms just a touch. Final 48. It's a lot, but you've already done more this morning than what's left. So let's do this. Next time we have a breather, we'll be at 80. Okay, game on. With love and compassion, let's do it. Reach up. Reach back. Down to the toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway rise. Downward dog. Take it back. Stand tall. Through the heart. Take it up. Reach. Toes. knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway rise to your cobra or downward dog. Shift back. All the way back. Stand tall. Through the heart. If you really want to challenge yourself in general, when you do this practice, upward dog will really kick your butt rather than doing cobra. A good way to step into that is doing every other boost is upward dog versus cobra. Shift back. You choose your challenge. But I think this is already hard enough. But once you get to a solid point in your practice, you might be doing all upward dogs. I can say that when I do it in March, it will be my goal to do 50% of them as upward dog, if not more. Let's see who joins me on that part of it. Shift back. All the way back. Rise tall through the heart. Take it up for 65. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway rise. Downward dog. Shift back. Stand tall. Through the heart. Take it up. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway. Downward. Shift back. Rise tall. Through your heart. Take it up. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway. Downward. Take it back. Rise tall. Through the heart. Take it up. Reach. Down to the toes. Knees. Walk it up. Lower. Halfway. Downward. Take it back. Stand tall. Through the heart. Take it up. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway. Downward dog. Shift it back. Stand tall. Through the heart. Let's take it up for 70. Reach. Down to the toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway rise. Downward dog. Shift it back. Stand tall. Through the heart. Take it up. Reach. Toes. knees. Walk it up. Lower. Halfway. Downward dog. Take it back. Stand tall. Through the heart. Take it up. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it up. Lower. Halfway. Downward. Shift back. Rise tall. Through the heart. Take it up. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it up. Lower. Halfway rise. Downward dog. Shift back. Stand tall. And through the heart. Take it up. Reach. Down to the toes. Knees with a flat back. Walk it out. Lower from your plank. Halfway rise to your cobra or upward. Downward dog. Shift it on back. Stand tall. Through the heart. 75 right here. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway. Downward dog. Take it back. Stand tall. Through the heart. Take it up. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway rise. Downward dog. Shift it back. Stand tall. Through the heart. Take it up and reach. Down to your toes. Down to your knees. Walk it out. It's easy to get sloppy at this point, so really try to stay in control. Keep yourself nice and tight. Stay true to your poses. You're so dang close, y'all. Let's rise through the heart. Rise it up. Reach. Down to the toes. Knees with a flat back. Walk it up. Lower. Halfway. Downward dog. Shift back. Stand tall. Through the heart. 2 more left in the set. This is 79. Let's go down to the toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway. Downward dog. Take it back. Rise tall. Through the heart. Here we go for 80. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it up. Lower. Halfway. Downward dog. Shift it back. Stand tall. And through your heart. Really nice work, y'all. Okay. I'm going to do a couple little poses here. Nothing too crazy because we're already doing the crazy of 108. So find yourself in the goddess squat. Close your eyes if you can. Notice how that changes your balance. Just try to counteract your balance and the wiggles with your toes, but also your breathing. Get yourself regulated again. The last 28 will be the biggest challenge of them all, but I have full faith in every single one of us. If it's in your practice and you're feeling confident, try crow. Why not? If not, find something else that makes your heart happy. Even if you only do it for a second, that's fine. Try it again and see if you can do it for a little bit longer. Yoga is not meant to be easy. Otherwise, everybody would be doing it. Bomber agrees. I knew there would be some point in this video he would get all sassy. Alright, friends. Let's just stretch it out for a minute. Yeah, buddy. Alright. Let's embark on the next sequence of 20. We'll take a wiggle, and then we'll do our final 8. Alright, y'all. Let's do this. Rise nice and tall. Reach. Down to the toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway rise. Take it back. All the way back. Stand tall. Through the heart. Take it up. Reach. Down to the toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway rise. Downward dog. Take it back. Stand tall. Through your heart. Rise. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway rise. Downward dog. Shift it back. Stand tall. Through the heart. During these final reps, let me do the counting. And I'm just going to only guide you through the poses without other talking. But every single rep you do, between now and your last one today, I want you to repeat something you're grateful for in every part of that repetition. Send immense gratitude out to the world for everybody that you feel needs and deserves it, and probably even those who still don't. Because even if you're struggling with someone, they're still teaching you lessons. So try to find gratitude. Remember, people are reflections in the mirror. the things you need to work on yourself. So try to look at things without judgment, with unconditional love. And remember, we are really all one person, all connected on this great planet. Go ahead, take it up through the heart. Rise tall, reach. Work on your practice of gratitude. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway rise. Downward dog. Shift back. Stand tall. Through the heart. Take it up. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway rise. Take it back. All the way back. Stand tall. Through the heart. Take it up. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it out. You may notice I'm slowing these down this time, making it all really count. Shift and shift all the way. Rise up through the heart. Take it up. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway. Downward dog. Shift up and stand tall. Through your heart. Take it up. Reach. To your toes. Knees with that flat back. Walk it out to your plank. Lower. Halfway. Downward. Shift back. Rise tall. Through the heart. Is 89. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway rise. Downward dog. Shift back. Stand tall. Through the heart. Take it up for 90. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway rise. Downward dog. Take it back. Rise tall. Through your heart. 18 to go. Rise. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway rise. Downward dog. Take it back. Stand tall. Through the heart. Take it up. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it up. Lower. Halfway. Downward dog. Shift back. Stand tall. Through the heart. Rise up and reach. To the toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway up. Downward dog. Shift it back. Stand tall. Through the heart. Making these last ones really count. It's not easy the work you're doing today. So just stay focused inside. And keep moving with me through this practice. Lower. Halfway rise. Heart back for downward dog. And send it all the way back. Stand tall. Through the heart. Rise up and reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway rise. Downward dog. Send it back. Stand tall. Through your heart. Take it up. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it up. Lower. Halfway. Downward dog. Walk it back. Stand tall. Through the heart. Only several left in this sequence to get us to 100. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway. Downward dog. Shift it back. Rise tall. Through the heart. Take it up. Reach. Toes. Knees. Y'all are so dang close. Halfway. Downward. Shift back. Stand tall. Through the heart. Here goes 100. Reach. Down to the toes. Down to the knees. Flat back. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway. Downward dog. Shift back. Stand tall. Through the heart. Holy moly, y'all. That is a lot. We're doing awesome. You're so close. I'm just gonna do a quick little pose here before we do our final 8. When we do our final 8, we're really gonna slow it down big time. For intentional breathing in between each one. But also a lot of intentional gratitude. This has been quite the challenge, quite the journey. So take a moment here just to breathe before you get ready to embark on our final 8. What you're doing today is not for the faint of heart. It's for people who believe in themselves. It's for people who believe that they're worthy. People who have self-love, self-trust. But also maybe you want to prove something to yourself that you are capable. Damn it, you are. It's beautiful to watch this and to be here along with you all. I've never shared this part of my 108 journey before. Definitely not on video, nor with anybody else other than one friend when I did a one-on-one challenge with her. So I'm grateful for all of you who have let me be seen and let me be here sharing this practice with you today. Alright, friends, without further ado, we're going to stand up and crush this last 8. We're going to have a beautiful Shavasana. Alright. Remember, we're going to take it really nice and slow. So let's do big inhalations and exhalations with every pose. So inhale. Exhale as you reach. Exhale. I'm going really slow-mo. So take your time. Lower with strength. Rise with power. Back with trust. All the way back with confidence. Rising tall as your love bucket for yourself is filling up and through the heart with compassion. Take it up. Reach. Find your things to be grateful for as we go through this final flow. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway rise. Downward dog. Shift back. Rise tall. Through the heart. Take it up. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway rise. Downward dog. Shift back. Rise tall. Through the heart. Take it up. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway rise. Downward dog. Send it back. Stand tall. Through the heart. Take it up. Reach. Toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. halfway up. Downward dog. Shift it back. Stand tall. Through the heart. Take it up. Reach. Down to your toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway rise. Downward dog. Shift back. Up. Through the heart. Here we go for 107. Really make these count. All the way down to the toes. Knees. Walk it out. Lower. Halfway rise. Downward dog. Take it back. Rise tall. Through the heart. Here we go for 108. Rise. Slowest yet. Reach. Slow way down. All the way to the toes. To the knees. Let's walk it out. It's your last time of the day. Lower with control. Push back with strength. Downward dog with courage. Step it back with compassion. Rise with confidence. And through your heart with self-love. Wow. 108, y'all. It's no joke. Could not be more grateful for you all joining me today. And with the 108, y'all joined me today. Thank you. So let's go ahead, lay back, soak up a few minutes of Shavasana, and I'll see you here in a minute. Only when you're ready. Slowly just start moving your head side to side. slowly start bringing motion into your wrists and your ankles. Go ahead and bring your knees into your chest and give yourself a huge hug. This was hard work, but you did it. Thank yourself. You showed up today. Prove it to yourself that you are capable, worthy, and deserving of good things. When you're ready, put yourself in the fetal position for just a moment. Find that gratitude for today. Find that gratitude for yourself. Find the gratitude for this practice. Take a deep breath. And when you're ready, use your upper arm. Push yourself up to a seated position. Come here for a moment with your hands at your heart. Take a deep breath and just let it go. The light in me sees the light in you, and I hope you shine bright every day moving forwards. Give yourself kudos. Give yourself compassion.